In web design, in most cases, you're aiming to provide the visitor with the shortest journey to get what they came for. So for example, if I'm going online to figure out how to make a mask with a shirt, because that's a thing now, and Google provides me with a video and sets the exact point where the tutorial starts, that's pretty good UX. Google just saved me a couple of minutes. In this video, I'll have a look at another example though, on the side of Swapfeeds, to learn how we might cut the sign-up journey shorter and make a more efficient user experience. Let's have a look. Every time you see a bicycle with a blue front wheel in the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium or Denmark, it's probably Swapfeeds. It's a Dutch company that started in 2014 by 3 students in Delft. They rent bicycles on a monthly subscription, which is a pretty brilliant idea. And they're quite successful considering the amount of cities they're active in. But let's see what we can learn from their sign-up journey and how it might be improved. The current journey is as follows. You click the sign up button on the home page, choose a city, and then get a page with 3 cards where you can choose your bicycle. If you want to see what you get in detail, you can click the View Bicycle button, which will take you to another page with more info and pictures. Now there are a few things that can be improved here, and as I've mentioned, we want this journey to be as short as possible. Every page or click added here might confuse the visitor and make them leave. We're all busy, and the web is full of distractions, so let's try to make a little modification here. A little disclaimer. I'm not working for Swapfeeds, but these examples prove to be quite effective when working with startups, when running a sprint, for example, and trying to get everybody on the same page, and when working with students. So I felt like it would be a good idea to share them here on YouTube.
You got way too much free time, man.
Check out the description below, there are a bunch of links to other videos as well. Alright, let's look at the page with the 3 options. A visitor that got here is interested, but might still need a bit more convincing before they sign up. So they can click on the View Bicycle button to learn more. This is where I would say we can cut some fat. The following page has a few images and features for this particular bicycle. It's quite an empty page though, and as much as I love white space, that is a bit too much. So let's see if we can combine this page with the other page. Because these cards don't contain that much info, I'm gonna cut them smaller, much smaller. I've included only the most important functionalities, the rest can be selected after I've made the first selection. Taking reference here from Apple's web shop, for example, where you can select your iPhone's feature on the side, and after each selection you get another question. Now I'm going to use the rest of the page to show the information that would have been on that extra page. I've made a quick sketch here, but this can take various shapes and forms. If there's more content, it can be made into a gallery, or it can simply be scrollable, while the right side stays in place. This simple layout, breaking the page into 2 parts where you have the interaction on one side and the information on the other, makes for a better overall experience for the user. There are less clicks to be done, there are less pages to be moved from, and there's less clutter altogether. Now while I'm at it, I've also created a basic navbar because the current site doesn't really have a consistent one, and that's quite critical and fairly easy to fix. On some pages the logo is on the right, and on some it's on the left. On the home page the My Account button is almost invisible. These kind of things are very important to fix, and they're fairly easy to fix as well. If you think about it, we reach the navbar every time that we want to get somewhere and we're not really sure where we are. That's the first place to look at when we go to a place that we don't really know. Think about it as a building. You go into a building that you don't really know at all, and you go through the front door, and then when you want to leave, the door is not there. It's on the other side. On screen, we rely on the navbar to lead us through the site, and therefore keeping it consistent is quite critical. And that's it for this micro case study. I hope it was useful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions for other websites or platforms you want me to look into, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.